Hi everybody and welcome back to Music with Meg. I'm Meg and today I'm going to be teaching you how to do vibrato. Vibrato is the technique of tiny movements in the left hand which creates a wobble in the sound. And this is an expressive technique that we can use to enhance the quality of our playing. It is crucial to understand that vibrato is not a magic fix. Do not attempt to add vibrato to your playing until you're really confident that your intonation and your bowing is perfect. I'd usually never teach vibrato until a few years into a pupil's playing, so please make sure you don't rush this technique. It's very important to get to grips with the basics first. So today I'm going to show you 3 exercises that we can use to build a natural vibrato. This is not an overnight exercise. It's going to take a little while of building these exercises on top of each other before your natural vibrato will come through. So be patient and give yourself plenty of time on each exercise before you move on to the next one. For your first exercise, we don't need the violin at all. In fact, we can do this exercise on any solid surface, like a table, or a book, or a chair, or whatever you have handy. What you're going to do is take the second finger in your left hand, so that's your middle finger, because remember we don't count the thumb, and you're going to place it onto a solid surface, and you're just going to make a gentle rocking motion on that surface. The rocking motion is going to come from your wrist, and then you can also try it again coming just from your finger. Now for most people, your natural vibrato will feel stronger either coming from your wrist or your finger. For me, my natural vibrato comes from my wrist, but some people might find that it comes from your finger, so experiment with both. Once you're feeling really confident with those 2 movements, we can move on to exercise number 2. Exercise number 2, you are going to need your instrument. Now, I am going to demonstrate this today using my viola, but don't worry, the technique is exactly the same for the violin, so you just follow what I'm doing. We don't need the bow, we're just going to work with the body of the instrument. What we're going to do is we're going to start in first position, so that is where your fingers are in their normal position here. And again, we're just going to use the second finger for now. We're going to start with it in its normal second finger position. And we're going to slide it up and down the body of the violin like this. And now the second part of this exercise, you're going to slide up and down, and then you're going to gradually make the movement smaller until finally your finger is fixed in place as if it's been stuck down. And this should be somewhere just over the body of your instrument. We're going to stick your finger down and practice that movement. You can see the movement is coming from my wrist here. This is what we're practicing. So we go back to the slide, 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 and then when you're ready, make it smaller and your finger's going to stick down and the movement continues. Lovely, now we're going to try that on another string. So pick your G string, which is the lowest string here. For me it's C, but for you it will be G. And we're going to do the same thing. So on this string, it's even more important than ever that your elbow is tucked around underneath the body of the instrument. If your elbow is sticking out behind the instrument, you will never be able to get that vibrato technique. So tuck your elbow underneath. We're going to start with the slide, and then we're going to stick, and we're going to wobble. Now, make sure you don't fast forward through exercise number 2. It's really important that you practice that one a lot so you really get the technique of that rocking motion. And then when you're ready, you can move on to exercise number 3. And that's what we're going to look at now. We're going to need our bow and we're going to need a metronome. And we're going to start with our metronome mark being 60 beats per minute. Now what we're going to do is we're going to find a position roughly halfway up the fingerboard. So about here, maybe just higher where the body of your violin starts, but certainly not above the body of the violin, certainly not in our first position. We're going to plant our second finger and we're going to practice our rocking motion in time with the metronome. So the first rocking motion we're going to do is in time with the crotchets, like this. Then we're going to do a rocking motion as a quaver, so it'll be twice as fast. Then we're going to do our rocking motion as a triplet, so it will sound like this. It's important here that you're making sure your movements are really sharp and decisive. This is how we're going to make a nice clean vibrato once we speed this motion up. So for this exercise, you're going to repeat with all of the fingers across all of the strings, and then we're going to speed up the metronome. And this is what the exercise sounds like at 100 beats per minute. And eventually, you might want to get to something like 140 beats per minute, which would sound like this. Now this exercise does not sound pretty, but it is very important for us to speed our vibrato up. So we want to make sure we're starting slow and that our vibrato has that really good rhythmic quality, staying in time with the metronome, as this is what's going to help you to get it faster. For me, I would be working on just these first 3 exercises for a good few weeks. Remember, the way to get better is to practice every single day. So try and add 10 minutes of vibrato exercises to the start of all of your practice sessions, and then eventually you will find it is coming very naturally. The final exercise, exercise number 4, is to do with starting and stopping your vibrato. What we're going to do is take a long note. I'm going to use finger 3 on the D string, which is G. We're going to play it with absolutely no vibrato for 2 beats, and then we're going to add a burst of vibrato for 2 beats, and then stop the vibrato. So it's going to be a long bow, and it will go like this. 1, 2, vibrato, 2, and off, 2. So the vibrato only lasted for 2 beats. Let's try it again. You can do a really nice slow vibrato here. It doesn't need to be fast, but it does need to be really consistent and come in with a punch and come out nice and quickly. You will do the same exercise across all the strings with all your different fingers. I'm going to use finger 2 on the G string here. And finger 1 on the A string, with an up bow this time. While you're doing this exercise, notice if any of your fingers across any of the strings feel stronger or weaker than the other ones. And then you can go back to exercise 2 or exercise 3 and really work on those individual fingers on those individual strings to make sure that the vibrato on all of your fingers is equally strong. Now before we finish, a couple of tips if you are having trouble with vibrato. The first tip is make sure that the fingernails in your left hand are really short, because you need a really good contact between the pad of your finger and the string to get this technique. If you want to start adding vibrato to some pieces you already know, then start with only adding vibrato to long notes or notes at the ends of phrases. Once you've mastered this, you can work backwards and start adding it to some other notes as well. Take your time. Vibrato is not a simple technique to learn, and a lot of it comes down to muscle memory. So what we're doing with all of these exercises is training those muscles, and soon the goal is for vibrato to be automatic, like riding a bike or reading a book. You'll be able to do it without even thinking about it. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope that those 4 exercises get you well on your way to discovering your natural vibrato. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel so you'll know when my next video comes. And if you want to support me, then you can find me on Patreon at patreon.com/musicwithneg. Happy practicing, and I'll see you soon. Bye!